Oh, hello. I have returned for more Mario Kart Wii custom tracks content. Excuse me. I said last time, and I was thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to, do another 2 hour live stream of Mario Kart. But I looked at my Twitch channel and I looked at my YouTube channel, and it seems that live stream, more so than others I had done, people actually watched. It had like a dozen odd views on YouTube and 2 dozen odd views on Twitch, which is kind of odd considering usually you would get more views on YouTube than Twitch, but for me it seems to be the other way around. Um, so yeah, I figured, people enjoyed it. That gave me kind of a boost of energy, a little bit of boost of confidence. So here I am doing it again. Uh, and, I would very much appreciate it for people to come on by like they did last time. If I recall correctly, it seems like not that many people were watching the stream while it was live. Hopefully, me doing streams for a little bit longer each time, I'm aiming to fix that. Um, yeah. But this time there's going to be an additional layer of challenge. Wait. Hold on. Did I select the right thing? I did. And that additional layer of challenge is that there's some serious shit to talk about today. Um, Potentially more serious than last time. I know last time I talked about some of the things I dealt with, having depression, and the way that sort of negatively impacted my recreational life through Mario Kart Wii, how I sort of quit online for a few years, and how one man, Enmead, helped to bring me back into it. Again, shoutouts to him. Uh, but this time, it's a different sort of serious. You know, it's not. I mean, I'm sure for some people this is personal, but it's politics. You guys saw the tweet, you saw the title of the stream. At least I hope I gave it the right title. Yep. Today I'm here to talk about American politics because there have been some very disturbing new developments in the past couple of days. So, for a little bit of context, everybody, I'm sure everybody who knows, that America exists remembers that from 2017 to 2021, Donald Trump was the president of the United States. Was, no longer is. Thank fuck. Nope. What happened to this guy? Oh jeez. Um, and a significant part of why he was the president is because he was able to get past the Republican primary to face the only Democratic candidate that could lose the election. So, in the primary, Donald Trump had to face off against certain Republican opponents, such as Chris Christie, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, you know, basically the works, the people who were all in the running to win the Republican nomination at the time. And for people who are especially tuned into American politics, you might remember that, who is it? A lot of establishment Republicans, but Lindsey Graham had a particularly memorable quote where he went on television and said, "If Donald Trump wins the Republican nomination, we will get destroyed, and we will deserve it." So all of the institutional forces of the GOP did not want Trump to be the nominee. But here's the plot twist. The Democratic Party did want him to be the nominee. Not because they agreed with him. In fact, it was precisely because he was so extreme that the Democratic Party wanted him to be the Republican nominee, so that in their minds they would have a better chance of winning the presidential election. Because I guess they don't have any confidence in their ability to run a campaign against an establishment Republican. Very, very strange line of logic there. Anyways, yes, let's try. So, the Democratic Party, as you could imagine, pumped money into the Republican primary. Instead of spending money on their own campaign, they took a bunch of money and said, we are going to spend this money, oh hey look, pick my track, to make sure that Donald Trump gets the Republican nomination because he is the most extreme, most stupid, most self-evidently bad person to be a president. And they lost. The Democratic Party ran the worst, possibly the worst presidential campaign in America. I don't know how much that's an exaggeration, but it was really bad. And I thought naively that, like, okay, maybe that'll be the end of it, or at least it just kind of didn't occur to me that they would do it again, because that is actually what ended up happening. So Donald Trump, obviously, while he was in office, did very, very significant damage to American democratic institutions. I might even say some of the most severe severe damage to American democracy that we've ever seen, And the Democratic Party somehow didn't see what went wrong there. They decided that, like, this is a good idea, actually, because recently, so I'm sure, again, if you've seen American politics, candidates have been becoming more extreme. Now Trump, as shocking as it may seem, is not the most extreme figure in the Republican Party anymore. There are people that are arguably more insane even than he is. One of them being Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think she's the most infamous example. I missed. Oh, got owned by the bats. And the 2022 midterm elections are coming up. So there's a lot of campaigning going on, a lot of political campaigning, sloganeering, that sort of thing. And once again, now, once again, the Democrats have decided not to focus on their own campaigns, not to put money in their own interests and in the interests of the American people, but they've decided, what if we spent millions, literally millions of dollars on Republican primaries to make sure that the most extreme possible candidate for office wins the nomination. Only this time, instead of Donald Trump, who has gestured and, done things that are contrary to the principles of democracy, he always sort of feigned that he was interested in having free and fair elections and whatever. Until the end, obviously, with the January 6th shit. Republicans now are openly averse to having a democratic process in America. And let me just be frank, they're fascists. We have two parties in the United States, one with an idiosyncratic view of policymaking, and one that is just a fascist party. And the Democrats have decided, and this is their party strategy. A lot of party consultants, party strategists have put their heads together and decided, we're going to do this. And in fact, they've actively rejected voices that say that this is dangerous. We are going to fund the political activism and campaign of fascism on the ballot. I slow on that guy, I guess. So at the end of the day, the outcome, predictably enough, is that Democrats have less money for their own campaigns, which, regardless of whether you are a Democrat or not, is just bad campaign strategy. And there is more money, there is more money and more presence of fascism on the 2022 ballot box. I'm dumb. You can't take turns that tight. Just maintain a wheelie. Alright. So yes, the Democrats have geniusly decided to increase the amount of fascism in America by decreasing the amount of money that they have to combat it. Or rather, they've done both at the same time, because in their minds that's good strategy. Democrats are going to get everybody who's part of a marginalized community killed, just about. If this is their strategy for the foreseeable future. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Imagine, if you will, that the Social Democratic Party strategy in Germany was to get more Nazis elected to increase their own standing, and because they didn't want conservatives to have power. Why did I throw that? Whatever. Alright. I mean, that's kind of what happened in Weimar, Germany, is that the the Social Democrats just couldn't stop making concessions to the Nazis. It's like they were addicted to it or something. And then the Nazis outlawed every other party, and you get Nazi Germany, and then massive pogroms of the Jews, etc. Yeah. Because that's what it looks like is going to happen in the United States. The Democrats do not listen to their constituents. Well, I mean, of course, like the DNC and the DCCC don't. Those are unfortunately not elected bodies. And they're going to decide, because they're living in consultant la-la land, that it's a brilliant strategy to lose on purpose, because that will actually make you win. Little do we plebeians know. I'll pick my track again. Right. I'm telling you, man, the parallels here are uncanny. Only this time, instead of the Jews, it's probably going to be LGBT plus people, particularly the T. Get owned. I'm gonna get redded. Yeah. Alright. I'm happy to just drive. Oh, that guy's karting? What a boss. Oh, I got a mega? There can't be shocks in 4-player rooms, I don't think. Yeah, you go ahead. I'm just gonna chain this. Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Pretty good usage of my mushrooms, I guess. Yeah, you're not gonna catch up to me with that. I can't get a box. Oh, he's got mushrooms. And I didn't get a box again. I'm silly. No! Thundercloud, I'm gonna get last because of this. Please give me a box. Ah, rip. Gimme. Rip. Yeah, okay. But yeah, nonsensical campaign strategy. Bullshit. Bullshit. Lots of bullshit. Democrats don't want to win, it seems like. And, you know, it's so frustrating that when you're in a two-party system, it's like, okay, if I don't want to die, I have to support this party over the other one when it comes down to it, you know? Because I really don't want to support the Democratic Party. But, like, what alternative is there? The Republican Party? Yeah, good fucking luck convincing me to do that. You know? I would just as soon leave the United States. Fortunately, because the Democrats... It's partially the reason why their platform is so idiosyncratic and their strategies are so dumb, is because they cast such a broad net. You know, the result of a two-party system in the United States, where one party is a fascist party, the result of that is that the other party is every other ideology that isn't fascism. So from, you know, neoconservatism, you know, which the Republican Party still represents a little bit, but they've largely turned to fascism. So I guess from neoliberalism, let's say, all the way over to actual communists, like, you have to go to the Democratic Party because there's no alternative. You know, I would like it if there was. I would like it if we just had, like, socialist and communist and liberal parties instead of a single, you know, and then, like, a conservative and a whatever party, instead of this bullshit weirdo system that we have. But, you know, I don't always get what I want. How did I get... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, how did I get one green shell, but I couldn't see. I had triple greens. Sorry. Come here, bitch. Got him. Fuck. I fell off. That was a good pass. I'm not racing that well today, but it's fine, because I like this track. Very pretty track. I probably should have gotten a box there, but oh well. There's a box up here, I think. Yeah, I won't be able to take the shortcut, but... 3 shrooms, Where do I use this? Oh, I think I know a spot. Unfortunately, there can be shocks, because this is a 6-player room. So... Oof, okay. So I had to sort of make that up as I went along there. It's a little bit scary. No, I got a thundercloud again? Please give me like a mega or something at this box. No. Ah. Unfortunate. I'm probably going to get passed by those two blokes behind me. Get powed? Idiot. Ah. I'll bet you anything that's... Yeah, that's the Carter last lap that I was trying to go after, but didn't get. Oh well, at least I don't get last. But yeah, so you have neoliberals in the same party as liberals, in the same party as centrists, in the same party as social democrats, in the same party as socialists. And and obviously if you have socialists who are forced to coalition build with neoliberals, they're not going to agree on that much. You know, which is not to say that anybody out there agrees with either of them. It's just the fact that both of those groups have to, I mean, I'm a socialist, so full disclosure, but the fact that both of those groups have to exist in a single party, in a single coalition, is not good for that party's strategy, because it, like, you know, it's just not conducive for any sort of coherent strategy. And as a result, you get shit like this, where they're like, okay, what if we intentionally make there be more fascism in America and make ourselves have less money? What if we did that? Because ultimately what this is doing is it's just putting democracy on the line. You're just paying to make democracy be more under threat. It's pay to lose, and the Democrats love to pay to lose. You know, it's like the GOP said, let me in, I'm going to kill queer people and end democracy. And the Democrats said, yeah, sure, let me get the door for you. Wacky shit. Who picked this track? This track is weird. Not a huge fan. I'm just gonna hold these. You can pass. You have 3 reds. I don't have anything. Yeah, you just take first, bro. No, I tried to throw that. Now he's got a big lead. But I have a mushroom. Oh, that was a clever fake item box. Alright, I at least have a banana, which means I'm protected from stuff behind me. Oh. Wait, can't you dodge a blue shell on this track just by driving? How do I have triple reds in first? I don't understand this. Of course I get a fake item box. I'm gonna throw red back here. Damn it. Ah, I took that turn wide. There's probably gonna be another blue shell. If I had to guess. Oh, I got some. Oh, you can't dodge it just by driving anymore? That's interesting. I'm gonna throw this just in the interest of him, like, losing whatever he has. Ah, it's gonna crack on the wall. Okay. If there's another blue shell, though, I'm sitting real pretty right now. Oh, he's got a fake item box. That was a really good placement. I can't believe I didn't get hit by that. It's got me so mad that, like, all the recent these recent days I've been seeing, like, oh yeah, you know, democracy in the United States is effectively gone, and what's left of it is, you know, under as much threat as it's literally ever been, because, you know, the Republican Party has ramped up the anti-trans, anti-queer rhetoric. We're all the way back to, like, the 1950s, where they're saying that being gay is a mental illness or whatever. And then the Democrats are like, yeah, what if we gave those people more power? That would help us win, I think. It's like I'm living in a goddamn Twilight Zone episode. You know? Was that a fox? I think I saw a fox outside. In somebody's yard, no less. Hope they don't have any critters that foxes eat. I think they have a cat, but, you know. Foxes ain't much bigger than cats, so probably be fine. Ah, shit. He got me. I don't think there can be shocks in 5-player rooms. Because what I intend to do is basically just hold this bullet bill for as long as I can. Or until somebody passes me like a thundercloud. Excuse me. Yeah, you go on ahead. There's no problemo. I'm just gonna be patient. I'm gonna drive and hope that I remain within 1 bullet bill of first place. Oh, that guy got a blooper? I feel bad for that guy. Oh, he's starting to get a breakaway, though. Am I really just gonna, like, outline these guys? Please don't red me. I've been a good boy. Go get him. Get him, dude. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Well, I got about as much use as that bullet bill as I was gonna get, so... Guarantee he's gonna put something here. Oh no, never mind. Just the threat of it was enough to keep me on edge. It's going that way. Ooh, I might get first. Hello? I didn't get powed. Nice. Yay! I win the race. How much do I get? 84? Very cool. Wow. Okay. That's rough for people to be losing that much. Anyways. I'm gonna try to adopt the mindset that as long as I'm above 5,000 VR, I'm happy. Because, you know, it's like the black hole information paradox a little bit. you get the, you get the final number, but you got to remember from that number there comes a lot of wins and losses, and that's like, the up and down, all of that's part of the very exciting racing process of Mario Kart Wii. And so just because somebody has like 5500 VR doesn't mean they're not good. Maybe they were at 7,000, 8,000 at one point. Maybe they'd like been on the most roller coaster of all roller coasters. Get Mario Karted 3 times in one room, lose 1,000 VR. Ah, got him. Okay. Now I picked this track because I like it. Unfortunately, however, I don't know the fastest route, so I'm just going to take the left route here and hope that it's the fastest, because it has this nice trick ramp. That's a good spot for a banana. Hopefully somebody hits that. Or maybe not. Okay. Ooh. Gotta be careful with this. Alright, cool. Oop. It's alright, I'll get something at the next box. Right here. Yeah. Now let me just not hit my own banana. Alright. Ah, didn't get a box. That's fine. I'll get one here. Fun. Oh, somebody hit that. Well, that was a pretty easygoing race. Man, what are you gonna do? Sometimes I catch myself wishing, like, I wish I didn't live in a goofy country. Sometimes, there's people who live in a country, and then there's people that live in a goofy country. And the US is definitely a goofy country. I wish it wasn't like that. Now this is gonna be weird because second place can get blue shells in 2-player races. Yeah, like I was saying. Sometimes, like, I wish I lived in a country that made a lick of sense. So I wouldn't have to deal with this bullshit. Oh, we got triple reds, huh? So I wouldn't have to deal with the bullshit of one party hates me, the other party's incompetent, Jesus. Can't get a box for these freaking dudes. There we go. That's a fake item. I hope I didn't put that too tight. That'd be a little bit silly if that was too tight for him to even be able to hit. That might have been a bad choice. But there is an item up here. As long as I don't get a fake item, I'm good. Okay. So I'm gonna try to stagger my items. But you know, then I realized after wishing that, it's like, well, you know, if I move out, that's kind of like the coward's way out, right? So the only way for me to meaningfully not live in a goofy country, since I am an American, is like acknowledge like, well, you know, I'm kind of stuck with America, so might as well try to like make it change on my own. Or, you know, not necessarily on my own, but do something to make it less of a goofy country and more of just a regular old country. I didn't hit the L button twice, but it decided I did, so that's strange. He's not gonna hit either of those, but I needed to get rid of the fake item. He's done really well to catch up with me here. Oh, I didn't hit him. Oh, he fell off again. Huh. Dang it, I hate those bees. They're reskinned bats, so they're really annoying. Yeah. Having done some research and stuff on candidates who are running in for office in the 2022 election cycle, has done quite a bit to make me feel better about my lot in America. Seems like he's almost given up. Yeah. Sorry, bro. Cause then, you know, additionally, if I leave, like, that's such a cop-out move. I'm literally doing the America love it or leave it bit, and I don't want to do that because those guys fucking suck. And if they were in power, they'd probably do like forced deportations for political dissidents or some crap. Or at least that's the logical extension of that political position. You know, which, by the way, is a crime against humanity, forced deportation, or forced movement of people of any kind. Who are like, who don't have anywhere else to go, I think. Because obviously deportations are a thing. I don't like those as a concept. But deportations exist, and they are a legally allowed method of policing a border system, nation-state border system. But then if you were to, like, say, take a dissident political group, like, okay, all communists in this country, we will deport you. We don't care where. You know, that is a crime against humanity, I think. And especially this if you are, like, targeting a ethnic or racial or religious group, then it's super duper war crime. Ah, I had two. Dang. Which the United States thankfully doesn't do that yet. We almost did with the Muslim ban. Obviously the courts struck that one down, but you know, would have been pretty sussy baka. Oh, he knows the route, bro. Ah, dang it. But Israel does that to Palestinians quite a bit. Is that a route that you can just take, or do you need a mushroom to do that? I wonder. I need to sort of cycle through items. I don't think I'm gonna catch this guy if he continues to drive at least decently well. But I can try, of course. Worth a shot. That fake item's still there. Nice. Wow, that was a good pow. What the f— I got stuck on that second one. Okay, no, he's going the other way. Hopefully this next one hits him. It probably won't, but, you know. Ooh, another one. Very fun. And another one. Don't mind if I do. None of those are gonna reach him, I don't think, but I can try. And can I try? Okay, you did a little bit of BMing at the line. That's all well and good. My cat's hanging out on my bed behind me, so I got my door open. Usually I'd close my door, but today especially it doesn't matter that much since I don't think anybody's home but myself and my sister. I don't even know if she's home. Let's go Kamek's Library. No, Rosalina's Snow World. That is a mock bike track if ever there was one in CGDP. Okay, Broken Pier. Now, if I recall correctly, this is not as good as the rendition of Boo Lake. It's still more faithful to the GBA version of the track? Yeah, okay. What's he doing? Maybe he's bagging? I don't know. Shit. I didn't get the low trick. I keep messing up the low trick. Alright, that's fine. Just boost panels here. Damn it. Oh well. Pretty good for a slap. I didn't hit him. Dang it. Yeah. No, I didn't take my green shell out in time. It's probably fine, though. Famous last words, but I am right near the line, so... Alright. Yay. I'm now in Enmead territory. I have been for a little while, but... Feels good, man. Oh, bro. One viewer. Welcome to the stream. Ooh. Rosalina's Snow World, because I want everybody to suffer except mock bikes. And Dolphin Dashers and Magic Cruisers, if there's any of those in the room, but I don't think there are. Or rather, I don't think there would/will be. Lakeside Park. Ugh, why are we getting all the GBA tracks? I know why. It's because we got a bunch of competitive heads in the room. I don't know. I don't know if I could say that for sure. And I don't want to disparage people if it's not true. Ah, get him. Give me this type box. What do I get? Stop. Bro. Did I get him? No, I didn't. Oh, and that prevented me from doing the shortcut too, huh? Or maybe not. No, got owned. You and me both, Rosalina. You and me both. Alright. I'm gonna wait for a good spot to use this. Oh, damn it. I was gonna say probably here. You know, quite a bit of grass on this track. Okay. All right. Get me in there. Rip. Okay, fourth. Plus 38 still? Oh, we got some 9,000 people in the room. Damn, no wonder this room is so, like, tough to navigate around. Alright, well. As long as we're racing good tracks and not shitty GBA tracks, I'm fine. You know? Castle of Darkness, Jungle Cliff. These tracks suck. Like, okay, GCN Yoshi is really good. Banshee Boardwalk. Fuck that track. Well, except that I think the new version is better. Like, new version's good, but there was an old version that really just sucked because it was a direct interpretation. And that track is like... Niswo Desert? What was that one? I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, we got GCN Yoshi, which is kind of mock bike track, but not really. There's a couple of turns that are really good for mock bike. Oh, okay. Well. Damn it. Okay. I tried to pass that, but didn't work out. Okay. Wow, a lot of these guys are redline, so they're probably from, like, Japan or something. Made that. I think it's faster to go this way. Not 100%, though. Not 100% certain if that's the case, but... I think the spot to use it is actually, like, here. Because if I remember, you can actually take it all the way here. Yeah. And I got a box. Wow. I didn't think I would. I forced that guy to use his Mega. I didn't get a box. I'm taking the top route this time because I don't want to fall off. Give me this box. Item box. Wow. This is a tight race. Got 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st all right in front of me. That was not good use of my mushroom. Ooh, fancy. Oh, don't fall off, dude. Alright. Dumbest item usage of the year. Wow, those guys are way up there. Alright, I'm just gonna chain this. Alright, I'm gonna wait till this runs out, and then I'm gonna use the bullet bill. Excuse me, gentlemen. 4th, okay. Not awful. Oh, man. I'm still getting, like, plus 38. This is nuts. I can't, like, it's so hard to outline people when first you're on mock bike, and second, everybody's, like, packed super tight. Just, like, this is wheelie bump city. I'm just gonna get massively destroyed. I'm trying to think if there was any other significant political news that I wanted to talk about, or if it was just that Democrats are intentionally, like, setting themselves up to lose and setting up democracy to go bye-bye. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring it around to say that everybody should pay attention to local politics. You know, because, one of the things about fascists in the United States is that they go to their school board meetings and crap, you know? They get people elected to city council and all that jazz. While a lot of people who are, like, surface level engaged in the political process or otherwise sort of not that level of tuned in will mostly pay attention to federal elections, and that's about it. And people need to pay attention to their local elections as well, because when you know, when that starts becoming a circus, then you're really in trouble, because that's the sort of policy that most immediately affects you in, you know, in daily life. Even though obviously state law and federal law are incredibly meaningful for conceptual, like what you are and aren't allowed to do, local policy is super important for like who gets what money, what communities get what investment, you know, whose schools get, you know, get additional funding this year, whether teachers get their salaries and that sort of thing. I fucked up. You know? So make sure, you know, guys, if you're, you know, if you're in America, since election season's kind of coming up right on the horizon here, make sure you're looking for, you know, school board candidates or like city council candidates who like their teachers unions and who are, you know, want to give teachers a pay raise, because teachers do so much and they're like not properly compensated for it. At least a lot of the time they're not. I'm driving really badly. Oh, I guess I'm in third now. Okay. You know, make sure you're electing people who will support workers' unions, because a lot, at the end of the day, that's a lot of the times how wages stagnate, is that the issue just doesn't get brought up. And when people are unionized, then every year you get a contract negotiation with the employer, and as part of the union, you get to take part in negotiation of like what are fair terms. And not only you, but everybody else coalesces and says, hey, these are our terms. Because if you're on the one-on-one, you know, this is a common talking point that corporations are like, oh, unions prevent us from meeting the individual concerns of our workers. If you're one-on-one, the company can fire you and nobody will be able to do anything about it. But if it's all of you or none of you, then the company actually has to pick. Either all of you get the pay raise and XYZ benefits, or everybody gets laid off. Or they could I guess there's a third option, that they could just not give anybody a pay raise and stuff. But then they risk their employees going on strike, which more often than not will happen, you know, when that sort of shit doesn't get taken into account. It's really not a good place to use this. Except for here, I guess. This is really a front-running track. No, I tried to do the cool shit, but I'm online, so I'm nervous and it didn't work and blah blah blah. Alright. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Am I gonna land on that box? No. This is a 3-lap track? God damn, this is long. Not gonna do that dumb shit this time. Just gonna play it safe. There we go. I have 2 mushrooms in third, that's pretty good. This is Thundercloud territory. Give me a box. 1 red shell. Ah, he's got a mega. I don't know why I used that. very dumb. Maybe he'll run out before this box? Yes, barely. Oh, what's up, Mario? Damn, that guy's zooming. I can't see him. Where is he? No! Oh, that sucks. Oh, wow. Still in third somehow? Oh, he's on the sneakster. That's what's up, man. Dang. Ah, didn't quite get that right. I'm gonna get probably fourth. I'll gain a little bit, most likely. I think I got fifth. Yeah. Oh, -9. Dude, if I'm only getting -9 for fifth, this is gonna be a lot of fun. It's like no consequences. Yeah. Oh yeah, also local policy is what affects whether or not your kid gets accommodations in school. That's really important for special needs kids. You know. And ultimately, it sucks that everybody doesn't get special needs accommodations, because everybody does need special needs accommodations. Like the particularly the kind that I got in school was like for kids who are on the autism spectrum and who needed help understanding social cues and crap like that. So basically, I learned how to do conversation to the point where now I consider myself really good at it. Oh, damn it. I didn't even get a box? That sucks. No! And, you know, I've met plenty of people who, you know, weren't special needs kids or whatever, who absolutely needed that help, I think. And that's like, on some level that is, you could say like, you're being really condescending, yeah, I know, but like, it at one point it did really hit me. It's like, how many people do actually learn how to conduct themselves in a conversation? Probably not that many people, you know? Like, there used to be, I actually learned this recently, there used to be books of etiquette, funnily enough. Etiquette is like all the unwritten rules that you have to follow. There used to be a book where you could actually find them and they were written down. Which is cool. But you know, nobody gave me that book growing up. There's not one of those books for the 21st century, I'll tell you. So as a result, I had a hard time learning like how to read a room, things like that. Everybody's going that way. I'm gonna go this way since it's probably gonna be less hectic. Excuse me, please don't let me get hit by those. Oh, that was a good throw. I can't believe I didn't get hit. Still didn't get hit. Yeah. It had to. I had to. It was too good not to. I hope there's not traps on this. Okay, there's a banana there, but I took that pretty well. Oh, I hit somebody. Am I gonna win C Stadium? That'd be kind of nuts. Oh, there we go. But yeah, looking back on it, and especially now that recently there was a news article that was I found, like, well, you know, as it so happens, everybody is neuroatypical. Like, there's no such thing as neurotypical, which in retrospect makes 100% sense. The designation neurotypical is an arbitrary designation. Obviously, it's based off of real things that you can empirically see on some level are happening inside somebody's head, but certain patterns of brain behavior are more preferable to society than others. So we call those typical. And then behaviors that are less preferable in certain ways we call atypical. You know? Because a lot of behavior ultimately is learned. You know, a lot of the connections that are formed inside your brain, like, some of this stuff is immutable, but some of it is like you pick up on and you learn it as well. Which is not, you know, this is not me in any way saying autism is learned, because on some level your brain will just grow how it grows, and, you know, you're gonna have whatever you have, right? Please don't hit the pokey. No, that didn't work out well. I thought I was being smart there, but as it turns out, I was not. Ow, fuck you! Saturday morning cartoon shit. Oh no. It's okay. Dude, we got like 8 people in the room now? This is fun. Watch this. Yeah, that's right, baby. Nobody can stop me. Well, okay, maybe this guy and his weight stat. Jesus. Alright, hanging back. Give me box. Or not. No! Okay, alright. At least I didn't get owned by that guy in a star. Nobody took the tight box. We all went super wide. Wow, best item in the game. A bro. I love this track. Oh, come on. What the fuck? What is happening, dude? Alright, give me... No! What is going on? Alright. Jesus. And I'm in dead last now. Alright, alright. Oh, I got the shock. Okay, watch this. Boom. Target shock to everybody. I'm a genius. Probably. Ooh, give me that. Good stuff. Ooh, goody. Oh my god. Get me away from that guy. No. This was a bad decision. Okay. This race did not go well. Fourth? That's the most nutty track, and that's why I love it, and that's why it should stay in CGGP. Bad for game balance? Who gives a shit? That track is fun. Going back to local policy. Sorry, I've been sort of wigging out because I'm concentrated on the race. Going back to local policy, it is sort of regrettable that there are some things that local laws and local policies can't do. You know, like there's a significant healthcare problem in the United States. There are a lot of tax code issues. There are a lot of you know, public college and university, like you have to pay absurd amounts of tuition to go to college and to go to university. And you really can't, it's almost impossible to address that at the local level, right? Like imagine if you just, you know, because on some level, if you were to raise taxes at the local level to accommodate a much less expensive health insurance system, like we're going to have XYZ healthcare plan that's free, everybody's going to be allowed to have it, but it's going to be locally funded, or it's going to be like government funded, you know? All your wealthy citizens, because let's be real, you're not raising taxes on poor people. Nobody wants that, except Republicans. A lot of wealthy residents would just up and leave. Oh shit. Okay. You know, and while this gets used very often disingenuously in other, you know, at the like state and national, like federal level and internationally, to excuse like austerity politics and regressive taxation. It's a very real thing at the local level that a business could just move to the next town over. And it's just very unfortunate. So those, you know, that really should be addressed at the state and federal level, and also internationally, of course. Shit. Well, I tried. Give me a box. Yay. 3 mushrooms. And there's 7 people in this room. I got a star. I think I'm gonna chain it at the next box that I see. Here. Ooh. Yeah, dude! Watch this shit. Least fair race of all time. Holy shit. I just get second for shock dodging. This is why, but, you know, that inefficacy of local policy is the reason that you should vote progressive at the state and federal level as well. You know, because, you know, statewide policies matter for a lot more than local policies. Because states actually do have a little bit more power to act almost just as independent countries unto themselves, which is why politics at the state level seems like almost as much of a circus as politics at the federal level. You know? And then at the local level, everything on a certain level seems pretty samey. You know, with people promising, oh, I'll invest in this and this infrastructure, and I want to invest in this. And then if they're particularly circusy, then you can tell that they're a Republican, and then you just shouldn't vote for them. You know, but a lot of people will have genuinely good ideas, like I want to invest in this public transit system, we need more affordable housing, you know, and affordable housing is one of those things that I think you can address at the local level, especially since cities, counties, townships are the entities that end up contracting out like construction firms and stuff like that to build housing developments, commercial developments, all that good stuff, you know. But at the end of the day, that stuff does use government money, which not only comes from the local level, but the state and federal level as well. And that money has to be allocated through state and federal policymaking. since at the at the local level you're dealing with a lot less in the coffers, government coffers and such. You know, which is why people are so rightfully skeptical of like austerity politics, and why everybody should be skeptical of austerity politics, because it's like, we as the government have elected to spend less money on making your life better. You know, that's not a thing that we view as a priority. Just fucked up. Ugh, get owned. I think I just helped the guy behind me. Please don't green. Thank you. I need this. I sorely need this. I don't know what happened there. Please don't. Oh, did he fall off? Dang. I'm just holding on to this. Like, I could try to green the guy in front of me, but ultimately I don't think it's worth it. Okay, that guy's in a bullet. Get out of his way. He's gonna lay this banana somewhere. I'm fine with this guy just having first. Like, the first is all yours, dude. In fact, let me get that for you. Oh, I got somebody. Oh, he's getting blue. Fun. Shit. That's really good for that guy, the guy who had the thundercloud, because now he basically gets the boost free of the, more or less free of the drawbacks. And I get 7? That was a hectic race. Minus 34, that's fine. 10 players. This is becoming a real party now. Blah, 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 blah. I'll go for the full 2 hours again, why not? Why the hell not? I was just playing Pokemon Legends Arceus earlier today. Very cool game, very fun, very good stuff. Hammock's Library again. Back to policy making. There's some stuff that I think I could also offer some genuine insight into. Oh yeah. You know, to the people who would say that, like, the government shouldn't interfere in X or Y, like, industry or sector of the market or part of our lives, it already does. Like, if you say government shouldn't interfere in the institution of marriage, marriage is the purview of government. To get a marriage, you have to go to a courthouse and get a document signed that says you are now married to XYZ person, because there's tax benefits associated with being married. You know? And say, you know, with healthcare, granted, there's not much that government does in the way of helping consumers with healthcare, but the government has significant leverage over pharmaceutical companies when it decides to do so, and the government subsidizes a heaping helping of medical research, especially for the development of pharmaceutical drugs. And if I recall correctly, it's so much to the extent that, you know, we would save money by just having government provide free healthcare. Like, there's no downside there. Oh, I lost my golden. It's fine. I didn't really see a good place that I would have been able to use it, so it's probably fine. Oh no, I got bumped off. Ooh, okay, alright. Point taken, point taken. Stop bumping me off. Oh boy. I think I just need to stop wheeling. That's probably it. At least when I'm like right next to people. Hello, Funky Man. Funky Man, I'm gonna dodge you. Chain your item, whatever it is, chain your item. Chain, dude. Chain it. Shit. No, he had the bullet. I feel so bad now. Dang. And obviously you can't chain a bullet. That was a really good spot to have used the bullet bill. Where is a good spot to use this? I'm probably just gonna end up thinking about it till I like end up not using it. It's like no benefit to me. Like this isn't a good spot to use it. This is a giant boost panel here. Maybe right after this? Probably right after this. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. What's up, Grandpa? I'm taking the title. Stop. Please don't bump me. Jesus. This is a vicious room. Give me this box. Oh, oh, let's go. Very nice. What the fuck? There's an invisible wall there? Please let me get, like, decent spot. Okay, fifth, I think. Sorry, Funky Man. Jesus. I lose track so much of what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the United States government funds a lot of medical research that goes on at like higher education institutions. Those are like an ideal place, and you know corporations have labs as well. Pharmaceutical corps have their own research labs where they do a lot of this stuff. And this is good research being done. The government should be paying for this, but then they decide, yeah, you can just sell it. You can just sell this medicine for whatever price you want, and like not even offering up like a price cap of you can't sell it for more than this amount, because medicine is super cheap to produce, believe it or not. Like pills that cost you 40-50 bucks a month, that stuff is already being sold at a like 1000% markup. You know, those things cost not but a couple bucks to make in bulk. You know, like if you have a 90-day supply, that probably costs all of $1 to make. But then they sell it to you for $100. Even if you have insurance, which is the fucking craziest shit. Wow, that was a fast start to the race. I think I really bumped some poor guy. I didn't get a box. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Jesus. Everybody's getting messed up. Oh, well. R.I.P. to that guy. Oh, dude, what's up, Funky Man? I have reds, but I'm not going to red you. I want to make that very clear. I just want this box, and I'm gonna hold second is what I'm gonna do. Ah, damn it. Got him. Oh, I think he had a mushroom or something. Interesting. Jesus. What is happening behind me, dude? I don't understand. This is some wacky shit. Oh, he tried to block it. Ooh, cheeky. What if I do something like that? Why am I in first? This is scary. Alright, I got shocked. do a little bit of this. Probably gonna get owned real soon. Oh, interesting concept. So, you know, given that big government already interferes well, quote unquote interferes, has a hand in everything people say big government, like, shouldn't interfere in, then, like, why not just, have the government use that to make, like, the cost burden less than, you know, than it currently is, instead of going, like, halfway, or sometimes even just making the problem worse outright. You know? I am 100% fine with second. What did my red shell do? That's kind of weird. It's the same deal with college tuition and stuff. To a lesser degree, but any college, every college in the United States charges tuition to the tune of tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, for the full 4-year experience or whatever. But a lot of these colleges are public schools. They're still public institutions, which means that they get money from, you know, the state government. I think it's the state government has a purview of, like, funding for education. But they still, you know, like, for example, the College of William and Mary charges, like, $20,000, I think, per semester. It's something pretty expensive. Really fucking expensive. Obviously, scholarships exist, but that's just a discount off of an insane price tag. You know, and William and Mary receives public funding from the state of Virginia. They get money that, you know, that government money, but on the one hand, it really just isn't enough. You know, the money they do get, and money that students get from, like, federal grants, is so piddly. I think it was in the 1960s, the Johnson administration passed a law that made $6,000 to $7,000 available as, like, scholarships for people, or, like, just government grants for people going to college, to, like, public colleges or whatever, which at the time was a huge deal because obviously money now is massively inflated compared to 60 years ago. You know, $6,000 to $7,000 would almost pay for your whole entire, like, college tuition. But now it's not even half the cost of one semester. It's like a drop in the bucket. And the reason that is because they were block grant things that, like, the money didn't scale with inflation, wasn't designed to. So, pretty lame. So, why not step in, have the government say, if you are going to a public institution for higher education, you don't have to pay any tuition out of pocket. Since it's a public college, we'll just pick up the tab. You know, and even if you're just looking at it from an investment perspective of, is the government going to get this money back? Which is a horrible way to look at things, right? Because, like, this is the goddamn US of A. We have unlimited money. You know, we should just be doing it because it's good and lets people get an education. Like, that should be all the reason you need, really. But even on that other front, it is a very worthwhile investment because now you're putting out people who are well educated into the workforce, right? And that's going to contribute massively to economies everywhere. More money is going to be made in general, and the government's going to get a cut of that money through taxes and stuff like that. So it's just gonna pay off. The only reason to maintain a system of absurdly high tuition prices, is to separate strata of life by income, by class. People who are poorer disproportionately will not get an education because they can't pay for it. They're gonna have to be told, like, pay more money than your entire life savings, which is fucked up. And people who are wealthy are going to be able to send their kids to college, and are going to be still running the joint. And, people in between will scrape by. Ultimately, you're just gonna have the same dynasties, the same families almost, of like feudal nobility just about running the country, and keeping the serfs on their turf. Because it costs money to move, too. When people say just move, that's not an argument. Because, like, oh, great. What am I going to do? Pack up all my shit, rent a moving van, buy a house somewhere else, or rent an apartment? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Talking about a lot of money. Because you can't, like... And there's no guarantee that you'll be able to get a house somewhere else. There's no guarantee that selling whatever dwelling you have, which might not even be yours to sell if you rent or still have a mortgage, no guarantee that that's going to be adequate to cover you in any appreciable capacity. We have a lot of financial, economic problems in the United States that is in the interest of wealthy oligarchs and such, the capitalist class, as it were, to perpetuate, to ignore, more or less. What's up, Poggies? Yeah, I know. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? I'm gonna keep one of these mushrooms, I think, in case a blue shell happens. I don't know how many people know about that shortcut. This guy's probably gonna get first. Yeah. Go on ahead. Good stuff, Grandpa. Yeah. To get more overtly Marxian, there's a class of people who own the means of production, the things that let you make stuff and make money, either just by investing or making money off the stuff that you make. People who own factories, who own businesses, or who own financial firms, who own universities. Because the private institutions sometimes are owned by people. Usually those would be for-profit colleges, which are not very reputable in the first place. And those people who literally have stuff, the haves, and by stuff I don't mean like personal property. Like, because I own this microphone doesn't make me part of the capitalist class. Because, like, I don't own, capital. I own personal property that's mine. I can hold it, use it, whatever. But it's not something that I can put to work investing and make additional money off of in, like, the grandiose scale that a capitalist economy would see happen. And additionally, I'm nobody's boss. I don't own anybody else's labor. Nobody works for me. I don't think anybody will work for me in the foreseeable future. But people who own businesses are like the boss, have employees that work under them, and ultimately have, like, the ultimate financial influence over those employees, because they tell them, you know, what to do with their time. And they pay them money, which unfortunately is not as much value as, you know, as they make. Like, you make more money working for these places. You make more money for them than they pay you. Like, if you're a McDonald's worker, right? If you're working the cashier, or you're working the grill, you're working the kitchen, whatever it is, and you are making the company a lot of money that they're not paying you. You know, you only get paid, like, what, $8 an hour or something like that? Some pretty bad shit. Please let me get a box. Yay. No! God damn it. That's fine. It was a good attempt. I think I'm gonna get 6th here. Yeah. And then there's the other part of that dynamic is the people who are owned and who, you know, who work for a living and who can't use their money to make more money a lot of the time because they just don't have money in the first place. And so all of these inequities in these institutions, in the medical sector, in the education sector, in the housing business, the fact that housing is a business, you know, in real estate, in infrastructure, they just widen the divide. Think of how many rural places in America don't have a meaningful public transportation network. You know, if you want to go to the city, you have to, like, make a concerted effort to find, like, I don't know, find the nearest train station to drive to, which might still be, like, several hours out, or take your own car and drive, you know, however long into the city, and there's no, like, bus that'll take you there. You know, and that leaves people on the outside, sort of exposed and isolated. And, you know, all the things that make it harder for poor people to live make it easier for rich people to live by, I don't know if the term is, like, by implication, by proxy, something like that. You know, because capitalism is a very competitive philosophy of running an economy, running a government. You know, it's every man against every man, so to speak. You know, instead of us, like, cooperating, which would be very nice. I might just get fucked up here. Maybe not. Is there some shortcut that I don't know about? There must be. Ah, I tried. Whew. All right. Ah, these guys. I remember them from good old Mario. Ah, okay. I thought for sure they were going to put that banana there. Oh, well, shock happened. Why did that red shell just go right past me? What the fuck? It was a bad spot for me to be in, right? Like, oh, now especially. Okay, now I at least have an item to my name that isn't a fake item box. Yeah, okay, I can see there's a ramp there that you can take. I'm gonna try that lap 3. It's probably gonna bite me in the ass, but worth a shot. Damn it. See if I can't get one of these Rosalian players. I'm gonna wait till I get another item, but Worth a shot. Oh, oops. Took that extra wide. People are gonna take that shortcut there. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, cooperative versus competitive economies. And it's, you know, it's funny I should mention the word cooperative, because that is a literal thing. There's worker co-ops where it's basically just a democracy of, by, and for the employees, like the workers. Oh, wow. Okay. Shoutouts. Zero. Nice stuff. And I think on the whole, I've seen conflicting research, some evidence to say, like, yeah, they make a little bit less money than capitalist businesses with, like, the corporate hierarchy. I've seen some evidence to say actually they make slightly more. But one of the most compelling things is that people are happier, generally speaking, working for a cooperative than for a traditional business model. And additionally, they are more stable. Cooperatives are more resilient in the face of like a recession or a bad year or something like that than a traditional business would be. You know, I'm sure people will remember there was an infamous Zoom call from one particular business where this guy, the CEO, like condescended to his workers and then laid off hundreds of them right then and there. Over Zoom, no less. He said, like, I know how hard it is. Like, bitch, no you don't. I mean, granted, I don't either. But, like, you don't have any claim to that. And just more generally, there are certain things that it's fucked up that they would be behind a paywall. You know? Things like food, water. Are you kidding me? You know, granted, there's like different scaling qualities, but like people should have some access to, you know, food and water and housing, you know, shelter and medicine free of charge, more or less, right? Even if it's through some roundabout, like, oh, we give a baseline economic stimulus to every person, or like universal basic income, and you use that to buy food, or if you have like food vouchers or food, like money, food allowance, whatever the hell. You know, the fact that there are a lot of people who actually have to worry about those super basic expenses like utilities. Like, am I going to have electricity for my house? Am I going to have heating for this winter? Am I going to have running water, you know, to drink? And then it seems like just about every time that the issue comes up in Congress or in the legislature, there's always somebody that says, you know, we can't afford it. Like, you can afford, you know, the United States at the same time is saying, like, yes, give several $billion per year, like tens of billions of dollars more per year to the military, which is already funded to the tune of about $800 billion a year. But we can't afford to feed every man, woman, and child in America. You know, that's too far, you know. Whoa, okay. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this real tight. Yeah. Look at that. Ooh. I'm not gonna red you, dude. You can have first. Oh, that Somebody connected with that, I think. Careful, dude. That guy behind us has greens. You go ahead. Don't worry, dude. I'll go wide. Guy's probably gonna get owned. This is a super contentious race. Whew. Okay, somebody dodged. What? Did you just go sailing off into... Okay. For a second, I thought he went just sailing off into the depths of the abyss. I was gonna be like, bruh. What the fuck? That guy's lagging so much. Seventh? Okay. That was a fun race. Minus 37. Okie dokie. I guess I could wrap this up. I want to wrap this up by putting a nice little bow on the point I've been trying to make here. And I think I've made my point that, you know, big government can be good, actually, because government's going to be big either way. You know, it's just a matter of whether it's big and it does good things for us, or if it's big and it does bad things against us and decides not to do good things for us. It's going to do the bad things either way. That's how states work. You know, I think I've already said for education, government should just make public college and university and community college tuition free, you know, at the very least. Although I don't know what they could do beyond that, you know, for private institutions. That might be a little bit trickier. You know, make that eliminates a lot of the disparity in education, even though there's still like neighborhood zoning issues. And you know, on the front of housing, there could be housing stimulus packages, or, you know, universal basic income. That's less of a solution to a housing problem. Or the government can mandate interest rates for mortgages be set to like inflation or lower, like lower than inflation. Which, I mean, inflation's really high right now, so it's not like that would do a ton. But if you set those interest rates to zero, you know, people would be able to afford houses by way of like, you know, saying, oh, well, I can pay this back eventually. You know, it's not like a debt that you're saddled with for life. Because a lot of the times you get a mortgage and the debt ends up being as much as the cost of the home or more, you know? Which is no bueno. For food, I think that there's an argument to be made for price caps there. I'm getting really not good items. You know, price capping how much businesses can sell, like, food to local grocers, potentially breaking up some of the grocery monopolies, because I haven't looked too much into that issue, but some of the grocery monopolies seems like they would have really not good consequences for local, like, places that source their food locally. You know what I mean? Whoa, dude. God, this track is long. I really don't like this track being in CGGP. You know, if it were only 2 laps, I would like it a bit more. What's up, Mike? Oh, I have 3 shrooms. I can take the shortcut. Nice. In before shop. Now I'm in 4th with no item. on the cooperative front, it's definitely good that President Biden is at least nominally in favor of unions, even if he doesn't offer much to back that up. I could see the government could offer financial incentive programs for for cooperatives, like new startup cooperatives and stuff. That could help. That could help with the issue of workers' rights and worker protections and things like that. Oh shit. Wow. Epic low trick. Oh, okay. Bullet bill. Lol. No! Damn it. I'm dumb. Alright, give me this. That's good. Seventh, probably? Or maybe 8th. I don't know. Please don't start. Thank you. 8th, I think. Or maybe 9th. So financial incentives for co-ops. Okay, no, 8th. What else did I mention? Oh, yeah. Medicine. Healthcare. We already have Medicare and Medicaid. What we should do, really, is expand Medicaid to include... Medicaid or Medicare, either one, to include every single American. You know? And of course, set the premiums to 0 because we already pay for that shit through taxes. You know, we pay for most of the medical anything that we need in tax money as Americans, so there's really no good reason for it to then be sold back to us at a markup. We have to pay for it twice. You know? And a significant first step to that would be, like, the government being able to negotiate medicine prices with insurance companies. And the bigger the level of government, the better. Because if it's just local government, then they could say they could set a price, and then an insurance company could hypothetically just say, well, what if we move over to XYZ locality over that way that offered us a better rate for our bottom line, and then the discussion would basically be over. But if a state or if an entire state government says, you know, you have to offer your stuff at this price or lower, or if you know, the federal government were to say that, you know, that's a significantly different story. Now the insurance companies can't just up and move, because a lot of these companies are US based. You know, like their HQ, you know, is in America. Please don't give that to me. This is super weird. Oh, it's only lap 2? Oh, that's right, there's a 5-lap track. Jesus Christ. I have a feeling the shock is going to happen soon, so I've won an item that isn't... Well... That was a decent enough throw. Ah, okay. Well, that's fair. I'm going to chain here. Yeah, capping drug prices, and republicizing hospitals. There are actually, in the United States, I don't think there's any such thing as a public hospital anymore, which is really unfortunate. Sorry, bro. Fifth, okay. And, you know, of course, within all of those policy suggestions, there is a significant amount of issues that would need to be ironed out, that would need to be managed around the edges and things like that. But just by introducing the core of it, you've significantly reduced the amount of Americans that live basically in poverty. Because the United States poverty line is not indicative of how many people are poor in the United States. Officially, the number's only like 10-20% or something, which is already high, especially for a developed country. But I think the real number is closer to 50 or 60% of people cannot meet basic expenses. And obviously, poverty in the United States is different from poverty in like the third world. That'd be more extreme poverty, where people just can't afford the super duper basics, where their money is basically worth nothing. Their country is super poor, mostly because of what the developed world does to the underdeveloped world. But, you know, since I'm American, I'm talking about American issues. Yeah, it was 58-ish% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, which means that they can't afford their basic expenses, being like rent, utilities, food, internet, you know, gas or petroleum, you know, for driving a car, because there's no meaningful public transportation infrastructure in America. Get bombed, idiots. I got all of them? That's so funny. I had to. Sorry, guys. Oh, well, that didn't end well. Yeah, well, that's about how I expected that to go. That's fine. It's only lap one. Okay, I guess alright. So basically, we got a lot of work to do here in the good old US of A. Oh, what happened to that guy? I don't want to give up this red shell until, like, now. Again? I love it. You'll love to see it. Get bombed. Again? I keep getting bombs. This is so good. This is not, like, in terms of placements, this has not gone nearly as well as the races did yesterday. But this is way funnier. Ooh, 3 shrooms. Please don't hit me with that. Reload. Okay, made it. I think that'll be the last race for me. Good to end it on a high note there. Oh no, I got lag. Didn't wait? No, I think I just got third. I don't think there was any like lag involved. Quit. Whew. Man. But you know what? That's good. That was less stressful than last time. I had less of like a super sweaty experience. I was able to manage myself a lot better. You know, I could feel myself getting a little bit frustrated. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm just here to race. I'm not here to win. And you know what? I'm all the better for it. Let me take a swig. But yeah, bottom line is advocate for progressive policies. Governments are going to be bad, so you should make them be good as well. Make them spend money on you and other, you know, people, even if it's on quote-unquote government handouts. In fact, especially if it's on government handouts, just not for rich people and big businesses. So I think I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. I know people watch this more than other stuff. Maybe I'll be back with this next time. And by next time, I do mean like a week from now. I'm going to be going to the beach next week, so I'll let you know when I come back. I'll be out for about a week. So, bye-bye.